it put a strain on how businesses would continue to work. Okay, Ryan, how has COVID impacted your business?
But we were able to kind of rise to the
The
occasion.
responses from most coffee shops was they had to close their indoor dining areas. How do you see the future of Knowledge Perk and coffee shops in general, and how long do you think it's really going to take to actually recover?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think it's going to take some time.
This is Rick Aloff reporting for York Tech News. Thank you, and tuning back to Zach.
Hello, Trey. Thank you for joining us today. So, what do you think is the current state of technology?
Technology just keeps advancing, like more and more than ever, where it used to take, hundreds of years for progressions and stuff. I mean, sometimes things would progress faster than that, but a lot of times, like you see in like warfare and stuff, the technology would take, centuries before it really changed to any significance. And today things get more complex every day. Computers, just everything, cars, your TVs, your cell phones, airplanes. It's crazy how technology just keeps advancing.
Is technology rapidly or slowly evolving?
I think it's rapidly evolving. Just things are changing constantly, and it's morphing into something else. Every couple of years, it's just crazy the rate that it's changing and growing, and what was new one day, something totally different is taking it over within like a year. It's absolutely wild how much things have progressed, changed, evolved just in the past 10 years, in the past decade. I mean, I think back to when my daughter was born. She was born in 2008. How much my cell phone has evolved since then, or how much computers in general have evolved. And it's just a night and day difference.
What about older technology? When I say older technology, like CDs, cassette, vinyl records, where do you see those in the future?
Somebody told me the other day that CD sales have increased for the first time in the past 20 years, because they were on a steady decline for 10 years, because they were still pretty big 20 years ago. But somebody told me recently that this was the first year, 2021 was the first year in a decade that CD sales increased. To me, I think that's awesome. I still buy CDs. There's a place in Charlotte called Manifest. I will give them props and call them out all day long, because they still sell CDs, and it's a CD store. A lot of their sales have turned to comics and stuff, but I go in there and buy used CDs, sometimes new CDs. One of my favorite bands, Red Hot Chili Peppers, just came out with a new album. It's an amazing album. I bought the new album on CD, and I know a lot of younger people think it's like a dying thing. I just purchased a new car. I'm mad it doesn't have a CD player. I am buying a CD player for my car. Even though I have an XM radio, I have literally thousands of CDs. I still have my first CDs I ever got. They were like Led Zeppelin and Santana and Jimi Hendrix. Those were my first 3 CDs I had.
Do you believe that older technology will make a comeback in the near future?
What kind of older technologies are you thinking?
I guess, any type of old technology, like what you previously said, CDs, VHS, cassettes, what else? Maybe even iPods or MP3 players, just older?
Well, they say history repeats itself, and I think there's always a place for older technologies. I know this isn't really technology, but just like an analogy on that. People used to say, like, who would not go to brick and mortar stores? Brick and mortar stores would always be a thing, you know, where like retail stores where people buy stuff. But honestly, with how we buy stuff on Amazon and things online, that's just an older way of doing things, because back in the 1800s, you know, there was the Sears Roebuck catalog. You'd buy stuff out of the Sears Roebuck catalog and get it ordered and sent to you. You could buy a house like that. My daughter's bed is actually every woman in my family going back generations to the 1800s has slept in this wrought iron bed that's my daughter's bed. And it came from a Sears Roebuck catalog. That's not much different than how we buy stuff on Amazon. So yeah, I think history repeats itself, and eventually older technologies will make a comeback.
Thank you, Trey, for joining us today. We appreciate you, and y'all have a great day.
Hello, I'm Zach, and today I'm going to show you the basics of how to use this Canon Rebel T6 camera. To begin using the Canon Rebel, make sure you have a battery. There is a compartment on the bottom of the camera. Open it and place the battery in the slot. You also need to make sure that you have an SD card. The SD card slot is located above the battery slot in the bottom compartment. Insert it and you're good to go. Then you can now turn on the camera. If you want to see how much battery, you can view the little battery symbol down here, and we'll show you how much energy is in the battery. Excuse me. You will notice here at the top we have a dial. This dial lets you select the camera mode you want to use. To snap a photo, simply press the button with the camera symbol on it. Keep in mind, when the stabilizer and automatic feature are on, both of which are located on the lens right here, every time you take a photo, it will automatically adjust the shutter, aperture, and ISO. When taking a photo with the automatic stabilizer feature on, you will need to hold down this button, wait a few seconds, and the photo will be taken. You can turn this feature off whenever you like. However, you will need to adjust the focus manually when taking a photo without the stabilizer feature on. You can adjust the focus manually by turning the tip of the lens left and right until you get a good focus. To use the flash, make sure you are on any of the modes that are above the green symbol on the dial. The flash button has a lightning symbol on it. Press this button and the flashlight will pop out from the top, and you can take your photo with flash on. To use manual mode, turn the dial to the M and you will be brought to the menu where you can adjust your settings. On the top row of the manual menu, you can see your shutter speed, aperture, and ISO. To adjust these settings, press the Q button on the right. Use the circle to select what you want to adjust, and use the dial located above the flash right here to adjust the setting you would like to change. To view a gallery of your photos, simply press the button that shows a rectangle with a play symbol on it. When you press this button, you will be brought to the gallery. From here, you can view your photos and press right or left on the circle. To delete a photo, simply press the button with the trash can symbol on it, select erase, and the photo will be deleted from your gallery. This can be a good way to free some space on your SD card. Now, when taking your photos, make sure you're in a well-lit environment, and now you can use and enjoy your Rebel T6 camera. Have fun!
Well, my name is Jermaine Tyus. One reason, there are many reasons why students should attend York Tech this fall, but one of the main reasons I would say is we have so much to offer as far as programs, degrees, certificates, and diplomas. So no matter if a student is confused on what they're wanting to major in, I'm pretty sure working with our team, we'll be able to find something that fits their their personality and characteristics where they can be successful in getting into the workforce. A lot of students have a conception of or misconception of how college is as far as not being able to have a one-on-one with their instructors. But at York Tech, you're actually in a small classroom setting where you actually have that one-on-one with your instructor.